Well, the second season of Modern Warfare 2 has been out for a bit. I've been playing it, and I think it's time to come out with my review of it. And I've had a question pop up in my mind from time to time as I played. Is what Season 2 offers good enough? My initial reaction was excitement when the Season 2 roadmap was released. I was starving for new maps and challenges. We got a couple of new multiplayer maps and Ashika Island for Warzone and DMZ, and I was actually surprised by just how many more game modes were being added to the rotation as well. I think the Battle Pass is good enough. I like the theme, and obviously adding more challenges and things to do in multiplayer Warzone and DMZ, it was needed. We definitely need some new things to do. The game was getting dry at the later stages of Season 1. And Ashika Island solves a lot of my personal issues with DMZ and Warzone back from Season 1, which you may have recalled from my video if you watched my Season 1 video a couple of weeks ago, and I'll touch more on that here shortly. But then I started seeing some tweets that kind of changed my opinion of Season 2, and I'll give you an example of one from Big Fry TV. This is what he said, and it made me stop and think for a bit. Museum is a new map that we played during the beta. Dome is a map from MW3. Last season, we got 2 maps we've played countless times before. Where's the new content? Why are the people who paid $70 for multiplayer getting less content than the Warzone people who paid $0? And let me just say this now, let me reiterate this. I do like Season 2 so far. I'm happy with the content. But I do think Big Fry is right. There is so much more attention being given to Warzone and DMZ while multiplayer gets less. And I'm more of a multiplayer person, so yeah, I'm gonna feel bad and I'm gonna stick up for multiplayer more than I will for Warzone and DMZ. The most important thing for me now as Season 2 continues is that they sprinkle more content in throughout the rest of the season. I really don't want to see this season become dry like Season 1 did, because let's face it, those last couple of weeks, you just hit burnout. So let's start with multiplayer. I'm always for more maps, more modes, and more guns. But do you guys notice that the maps and the modes are not unique? This is where I agree with Big Fry. Dome is a nostalgic map, which I'm all for the nostalgia, but it's not new. Museum isn't new. We played it in the beta. We've played it a couple of times at least to where you know what the map is. It's just not fresh. It's a welcome addition to the pool of maps, both Dome and Museum. But again, they're not brand new. It's not a fresh coat of paint. The big team battle maps are also from Warzone, which is one of the things I really hate about this game, is that the developers just use this cookie cutter method for adding maps to the game that you see in every single game mode. To me, it's just lazy and a sign that they are more focused on Warzone and DMZ at this point. And like I said, I'm a multiplayer guy first, so yeah, this does disappoint me a bit. I do like the Path to Ronin challenges. I think it's a small sample size, but I appreciate being able to unlock cool stuff via all the modes. You can unlock the same stuff with challenges from multiplayer, Warzone, or DMZ. Doesn't matter what you play, I do appreciate that. I still wish they would bring back the challenges and missions that they had in Modern Warfare 2019. They gave you a ton of content and a ton of unique things to unlock. And that way players can do challenges at their own pace and have an opportunity to unlock, again, a variety of things. And I know some people, and I'm one of them, that doesn't get super excited about weapon charms and things like that, but I do like the blueprint weapons. I'm all for getting whatever extra stuff the game has to offer. It keeps me motivated and entertained and interested in playing the game, and then I can enjoy new things, whether it's cosmetics or new weapons to use. I was excited to see the return of Gun Game, but I found one very stupid issue with Gun Game. The day it released, I literally jumped on MW2 that evening to play that mode with friends. And we tried to join in a game to only find that you have to play it solo. No parties allowed. Why? This is so stupid. The game also tells you in the menu that kills and win-loss, all the stats don't count towards your overall record. So what are they worried about? You can't really camp and run up kills. Why would you take a party game mode and not allow people to play it as a party with their friends? And if anything, I think more people would rather beat their friends and get bragging rights than help them rack up kills to win. And lastly, on the modes, we have seen Drop Zone, Infected, and Grind before. So just like the maps, we aren't technically getting brand new game modes. We've seen these before. Unless this is your first Call of Duty game, you've witnessed a lot of these maps and modes already. I should also throw out there too that I appreciate the fact that the game now has the league play and all the ranked stuff where It seems like everybody that complains about the issues early on in the game about skill-based matchmaking, I personally, from my experience in Season 2, feel like the lobbies have been a lot more even. So I think the ranked play and all this league stuff has definitely helped that. And I really think it helps improves the experience of gamers like me who like the game, are kind of good, but, you know, aren't trying to sweat their balls off in every single match they play. And I want to get back on talking about the maps again. I'm just really tired of the small map mentality in this game. It's extremely difficult to play objective modes like Domination, where you capture a point only to lose it seconds later because the game spawns the enemy team right there to retake the point. Every map in this game should not be a sweat fest. They already put in 24/7 Dome, and again, I like the map, but it's still on the small side. Playing gun game on shipment is also wild because numerous times at the very beginning of the game, when the countdown starts and you're on the map and you're looking at your gun already, I literally see a player directly in front of me, so I just aim my gun and hold the trigger waiting for the game to start so I can fire my gun at him and kill him instantly. What is fun about that? I had a good time laughing at him, but I've also been on the receiving end of that too. I'd like to see some better map design for the sake of objective game modes, and also I'd love to use or be killed by a sniper in a proper way. It'd be nice to have more buildings or good vantage points to sit and use a sniper or marksman rifle. It's really getting annoying to get barrel stuffed by someone who is running around using it like a shotgun. So ultimately, I really hope we see some more maps coming down the pipeline that are better designed and are actually new. But I don't know, man, we still have a list of points of interest from Al Mazrah that they could still add, or probably add something new from Ashika Island, so we'll see if they actually take the time to be creative so we could see new maps that have no connection in the game already. Now to move on to DMZ and Warzone. My favorite part of my last video on MW2 was the comments I received from people on both YouTube and TikTok. To give everyone a quick refresher, I like DMZ and I like Warzone, but I did have some criticisms about DMZ specifically, and my biggest issue was the amount of AI and how powerful they are. I wanted to see less AI, and I wanted to see them placed in more strategic spots, you know, where missions are and special locations where there's maybe high value targets or the best loot, things like that. And that stuff has already been in the mode. However, I always dislike the fact that when you spawn into a game, you could have literally a whole squad of AI outside the little village that you spawned out of. Or, you know, you're walking down a street to a gas station and for whatever reason, there's like 10 troops there with heavy armor on, and then helicopters come and more guys repel. Just, it's all random and just a little too chaotic. I never understood why they were so quick to kill you. Like, you are replacing armor plates nonstop after every little gunfight, and it just felt tedious to play DMZ, and in my opinion, the AI restricted me in regards to completing those missions, exploring the map for loot, and finding other players who I would rather fight and kill other players than fight AI. But then the COD fanboys came after me saying that I need to quit crying and get better at the game. I didn't know I had to be as good as members of FaZe to play DMZ the so-called right way. And the excuses of it being a beta still were thrown at me, and that I just laugh at and shrug off because, you know, this is a multi-million-dollar company. I don't know how much longer the game mode has to be in beta mode. And it's not like the mode can't function, so like tweaking AI and fixing little things like that should definitely be able to happen. On the positive side of things, I did like Ashika Island because it solved a lot of issues for me. There's less AI and they seem to be less intense. And I know it makes sense, it's a smaller map, so it was designed for that. But being able to fight some of them while completing objectives, moving around and focusing my more intense fights with actual players was actually pretty nice. It was very enjoyable. This map gave me a more enjoyable experience than Al Mazrah. And it's funny because then I would go back to Al Mazrah and deal with the same bullshit as before. If you happen to spawn near a major point, say the airport, you better be prepared for big fights. And I still found me and my team getting our asses kicked against the AI and getting down before even walking to different places on the map, because again, you have these heavily armored AI that just keep spawning and they keep coming after you. Your plates wipe out pretty quickly. Like I said, it's just not fun. So I think when I play Warzone and DMZ in this season, I'm going to spend most of my time on Ashika Island. And I look forward to reading comments about how much I suck still in this comment section and when I make my next clip for TikTok. So bring it on, everybody. I'm ready. So I will answer my question from earlier in the video. Is Season 2 good enough? Yes, it is. It leaves some to be desired still, but I am pleased with the content and it's just nice and refreshing to play this game right now with some new stuff to work towards. But I'll always be critical when a company like Infinity Ward finds ways around producing brand new content, and I still scratch my head as to why some of the cool features from Modern Warfare 2019 aren't in this game, either in the same format or in an updated format. Like I've said before, the mission challenges were always fun in that game. I don't know why they don't bring those back. It gives more content and gives people more stuff to do at their own pace. Or even the ability in Gunsmith to change the color and shape of your red dot sight. That stuff was cool. That stuff was fun. I don't know why it's not in this game. I can live with Season 2's content drop, but I do expect more unique content in Season 3, and from now on I'm going to be more critical of the game because I expect new experiences and I expect new things that I haven't seen before or have worked on before. Let me know what you guys think down below about Season 2. Leave a like and subscribe for more. I do appreciate whatever help you guys could give me. You could also follow me on Twitter and TikTok at analyzethis_YT. Thanks for watching and take care.